All right. Hello, everybody. What is going on? 5-0 Real Madrid. Come on, let's go. I can't believe it. 5-0 is unbelievable. Performance from Real Madrid all around, dominance throughout the game. Really, no worries, no concerns, no qualms all throughout the game. Really happy overall with the team performance. Collectively, I thought we did fantastic today. It was, like I said, great all around performance from Real Madrid, and this is kind of what I want to see from Real Madrid. I want to continue seeing is that collective teamwork, collective, unit, working as a unit, working as a team. And I think today really epitomized that. That we worked as a team today, and it was just beyond phenomenal. This is what I want to see from Real Madrid going forward. So definitely hoping to see that. I thought that Benzema Hazard combo is really working out really well. It seems like Benzema and Hazard really has that natural understanding for each other. That's something that I'm really liking at the moment. I thought the Rodrigo introduction was quite interesting. No Vinicius in the squad, so that's going to be one of the big headlines. Matias says, "What a game! We need to keep up this consistency." Rodrigo is also for the future, and that's exactly it. Yeah, Matias, man, good to see you. Thank you for being on. Yeah, we do need to keep up this consistency. Like I said, this is it's versus Leganes, and this is where we have to be pragmatic, and we have to realize that it is Leganes. It's probably one of the teams that are not going to give us too many problems. But then again, 5-0 versus a team like that, we really needed something like that. Milkor says 5-0, man, it's just an amazing scoreline. Hey Dinesh, good to see you. Top quality performance. Yes, absolutely loved every second of that performance. We just dominated every second of it. I mean, yes, there were a couple interventions from Courtois, but overall, it's just one of those games that remind me of Zidane in his first time at Real Madrid, in his first stint, where it was pure domination, and that's what we had today. We really had that. I don't like to reminisce too much, but it really came down to that. Milkor says nice result, fantastic, 5-0. You couldn't ask for better, to be honest. And Dennis says it was perfect for team performance. We would have scored 7 or 8 if the finishing is perfect. Exactly. We created so many chances, and I thought. Yeah, Eden Hazard, Karim Benzema, Rodrigo. I mean, Rodrigo is just, for me. I always knew Rodrigo was going to be. I never liked him to compare him to Vinicius. I'm not going to try to compare him too much, but Rodrigo for me is definitely the player going forward. He's definitely the player. He's got the Real Madrid quality, I feel. But anyways, Rodrigo, overall good performance. I don't want to compare too much, but there you go. Dinesh says, yeah, it was a perfect team performance. He says, what do you think of Hazard takes the first penalty instead of Ramos? It will boost his confidence. Actually, that's a good point. I think maybe Eden Hazard could have taken the first penalty, but you know what? I don't think he'll be too bothered by it. Ramos, he is the captain. He is, he's kind of the alpha male. He's kind of like the alpha male. So whatever Ramos says, it goes. So yeah, it would have definitely boosted his confidence, I have to admit. But after his first goal, I think he will have already done himself some favors, and I think he's already got that confidence. He put in a good performance today, but in his head, as you can still see, it's not quite. He's not doing things with utter conviction yet. So I'm hoping to see more conviction from Eden Hazard in the near future. But I think he has the confidence. I did see a really good performance from Eden Hazard. Milkor says this should be Real Madrid every day. Yeah, definitely. Wish it could be like that. Milkor says Rodrigo's way better than Vinicius. I definitely do think that too. Ever since I saw Rodrigo the first time, I could see the quality that he had, and it's nothing against Vinicius. It's just Vinicius. He will have. I knew that Vinicius was going to have a difficult season this season, but now, like I said, the responsibility is on Vinicius. To really take his game up to the next level. And Matias says 1 point behind Barca. We need to think about our future games now with these kinds of performances, and we can take the league, hopefully. Yeah, definitely. We got to think of the future, but let's not overwhelm ourselves. It's one game at a time. Now we got to think to the next game, and that's it. I know Zidane was really adamant in this in his press conferences. It's one game at a time. We can take this win. We'll take this win. We'll savor it a little bit. Now it's on to the next game. That's Real Madrid. It's the present all the time here. So, Matia says our January transfer window should be ours. I hope so. It's coming for Avalona, says Milkor TV. Yeah, definitely hope so. Dinesh says Courtois played well. I hope he continues this performance. Yes, actually, you know what? Let's give credit to Courtois, man. Courtois has been really good today. Maybe it's 2 interventions, but you look at those 2 interventions, very crucial times. Is it 2 or 3 or something like that? And they were very there were two very, very crucial interventions, and he did it well. He did it well. The only thing I have to say about Courtois is I saw a few times throughout the game, once he made an intervention, it's like his confidence went up through the roof. And what happened? It's like he makes these decisions, and you're just, he's got too much confidence sometimes, and that's the problem with Courtois that I see a lot in him. It's just it's too much, you know. So basically, what he does is you know, he make an intervention, and after that he does things that are kind of silly, to be honest. Like, I think at some point after he made the first save, I think he held onto the ball too much, and that's where some few fans, you know, they came in, they started booing him and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, Courtois, he's playing a difficult, not a precarious game. He's playing a fragile game, you know. But anyways, good performance from Courtois overall. I'm not going to say too much about it, but he did make the necessary intervention. So that's what I liked about him. Let's see here. Real Madrid says, congratulations, nice win. Zidane should stick to this formation. Definitely. I think this formation was really good. You know, I was surprised to not see Mendy in the team, but I thought Marcelo did a really good job, especially going forward. You know, this is not a team that's really going to cause us problems, you know, in terms of defending against them and things like that. You know, you could see Leganes, I mean, just all throughout the game, it seemed like they didn't really have any driving force to really do anything to us, really. So there you go. Matias says, what if Zlatan comes to Madrid? Oh my gosh. I think I would be happy, to be honest. Zlatan to Madrid, you know, even though he's got his Barcelona pass, I think Zlatan to Madrid would be amazing. I just like his character. I'm a big Zlatan fan. Milkor Football TV says, look at Alfalona result yesterday. Always Camp New merchants. I know. They're a good team. But it's still early in the season. A lot of teams could lose points and things like that. So let's take it one game at a time. And Dinesh says Vinicius and Brahim must go on loan to develop and gain confidence. I rate Brahim very high. I do the same as well. I think Brahim is a very, very good player. However, Zidane did say in his press conference that we do have to be patient with Brahim Diaz. So I think that Brahim Diaz we won't see too much of, you know, in terms of the next few games. I'm hoping to definitely to see him, you know, maybe come December time or something like that. So. But Vinicius, I think, should go on loan, definitely. Like you said, Dinesh, Brahim, I think, should definitely go on loan. I think at Real Madrid, it's just very hard to get game time, and I think you have to, you know, especially for the you know, if he wouldn't have succumbed to these injuries, then he would have been able to get into the more game time. But you know, since he had those injuries for Brahim Diaz, I think the best thing to do for him is to go on loan, and same for Vinicius. I think they should both go on loan. Jonathan says Courtois didn't do that much today. He didn't do that much, but you know what? We got to give credit where credit is due. And Courtois, those two interventions, I thought they were really, really good. The first intervention specifically, really good save. So we do have to give him credit. But I understand where you're coming from. Real Madrid fan says, any news about Bale? Not too many, to be honest. I know there was some transfer rumors and things like that, and Zidane pretty much, he said in his press conference, sorry I didn't make the video for the press conference, but just a bit busy yesterday, but basically what he said to Zidane about Bale is that there's a good relationship, there's really nothing, you know, all the media have been coming up with, you know, all kinds of canards or all kinds of exaggerated stories and things like that, so we can't take those stories too seriously, and that's pretty much what he had to say. Bale's going to be an important player, and I think that's the thing, really. Bale is going to be an important player for this season. However, my stance on it is he is an important player for us this season. We can't sell him this season. However, if we could sell him in the summer, maybe we should do it. Maybe we should look at doing that. But anyways, yeah, that's a discussion for another day. Let's see here. Milkor Football TV. They buy referees in the camp now in the cheat new. It's kind of buying referees and stuff. I'm seeing this more and more, to be honest. Hey James, what's up? Good to see you. Don't worry, I'm at work. Yeah, that. Thank you for being on. Wow. No. Yeah. Sure. Let me just give a quick recap. I mean, overall, we had a good performance. Total domination from Real Madrid. Really, everyone really did good. I thought Courtois was pretty good. Benzema, you know, he's probably going to get man of the match, but really everyone did good collectively. I thought we did well, and I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much a quick recap. Sorry, I can't like really go through the details, but yeah, there you go. What were Benzema and Jovic goals like? Benzema was what was Benzema's goal, man? I can't even remember now. But Jovic goal was a header in the 90th minute. I think in the 90th minute it was a header cross from Dani Carvajal on the right hand side, and then he headers it to to Jovic, and Jovic scores, and Jovic even had an offside goal. So Jovic had overall a really, really good game. Hopefully we can see that going forward. Jonas says, Zidane press conference can be seen on Real Madrid YouTube channel. Yes, I'm going to go watch that, actually. Thank you, Jonas. Benzema created and assisted, but he needs to be more clinical. Benzema scored a pen. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's right. Benzema scored a penalty for James. So there you go. But yeah, Benzema, I think we know the situation with him is that Benzema is always going to be one of those players where he can get you 20 goals of seasons, but he will miss a lot of key chances. He will miss a lot of chances where, you kind of see him and you're like, man, he really should score that. Yeah, no problem, James, no problems. Yeah, hopefully you're not too busy at work, but yeah. There you go. So let's see. Yeah, Courtois, excellent save. Hazard understanding, I thought is a lot better with the team overall. The understanding with Eden Hazard overall is a lot better than it used to be. I think the only thing with Eden Hazard is there's a few times in the game, where you could really, really pull the trigger, and all it takes is really just take the shot, Eden Hazard. Just take the shot, and that's really what I want to get from Eden Hazard is really just take it out, just take the initiative, I don't want him to be Ronaldo, but I want him to take the initiative. And I think that's really, at the moment, that's what we're not seeing from Eden Hazard. I know Eden Hazard at Chelsea, he was doing this quite a bit. He was passing a lot and things like that. But, and he is that kind of player. He will assist a lot and things like that. But what I would like to see from Eden Hazard is really just to shoot. Just shoot, man. Just shoot. You got it in you, And that's what I think a lot of fans are just kind of expecting him to do. So hopefully we do see that in the future. Valverde, I thought overall a very good game from Valverde again. Nothing I would say, out of, spectacular or anything like that, but he had a decent game. Rodrigo, I thought was really, really great today. The runs he makes, he keeps defenders busy, his intelligence off the ball. I mean, he's just very, very mature for his age, and that's really what I like about Rodrigo. Something else was the interchangeability between Rodrigo and Hazard. Hazard went on the right a little bit, Rodrigo on the left. Benzema also, he went on the wings a little bit. And I really like the front three, like this Rodrigo, Hazard, and Benzema. I'm really liking this front three. Hopefully we can see more from this front three because from what I'm seeing, they seem to be combining really well. Let's see here. So Dinesh says if we want to win trophies, we need to play like this at home, matches week in, week out. And yeah, exactly. We need... obviously, I think Zidane did talk about this in earlier press conferences, but it's not always going to be like this, unfortunately. Football is like that. Unfortunately, we can't be totally dominant at every second, but we'll try our best, And James says, I'm confident going into the Betis game, and I think Fekir got a last-minute winner for them tonight. Dang it. I am confident. I think they're in relegation zone, if I'm not mistaken. However, if they got the last-minute winner, then maybe they're out of relegation zone. Betis they're pretty much, I would say they're the Spanish Everton. And what I mean by that is they got really good signings, but the only problem with this is coalescing the signings and making them work together as a unit. It doesn't really seem to happen. I know Everton do the same thing, where they make those really good signings and it never really seems to work out. Let's see. James says, I feel bad for Vinicius. Yes, I kind of do feel bad. At the same time, I know he's got a responsibility to do a little bit better, but I always knew it was going to be. I always knew it was going to be kind of a tumultuous season for Vinicius because the thing with him is he's not the finished article and he needs to go on loan. That's I think the general consensus seems to be that Vinicius going on loan would be the best option for him. Milkor Football TV says Levante can cause problems to Barcelona. I'm definitely hoping so. I think Levante, if I'm not mistaken, they do have Jose Luis Morales, which is a player who can definitely cause all kinds of problems to the Barcelona defenders. So hopefully he could definitely, score a few goals, if anything. Jonas says Eden is a tiki-taka player. I said it before, David, and that's true, actually. Eden Hazard is a tiki-taka player. Yeah, we can't forget that. Does that fit our style of play? Not too much, I would say, but it's going to be tough. It's going to take a little bit of time before we create that understanding, but I do feel like we could. Isco is someone who's similar, he's kind of a tiki-taka player. Yeah, I mean, I definitely hope he can shoot more, but yeah, at the end of the day, Jonas, you're right. He is a tiki-taka player. Rijov says, love the channel, keep it up, and let's build on this Real Madrid nation. Thank you so much, Rajiv. Really do appreciate it. Even despite my little absences, my little AWOLs that I go on. Thank you for being on. I really do appreciate that. Milkor says let's see here. Matthias says Ronaldo also got a last minute winner. Wish he stayed. Ronaldo was definitely something else. I have to admit. I wasn't the biggest Ronaldo fan, but what I do have to say is Ronaldo was just such a player. Such a player. Let's see. So Dinesh says if you want to sign one player in January from Madrid, who would it be? I can't even think of anyone right now. I would say if anything, we should get a midfielder. Probably a lot of people won't agree. I'm not even going to say it actually, but it would be a midfielder for me if anything that I would sign. I mean, Paul Pogba I would definitely like to sign. Someone, just another midfielder I would say in general. I can't think of any midfielders at the top of my head, but if it were to be a midfielder, probably someone like Pogba or Van de Beek or someone like that. That's who I would go for. Let's see here. So Eriksen's another one too, but I really don't know much about Eriksen, like I said, but some people have been telling me he's pretty good. So, I think if anything, I maybe would sign him, but I really don't know much about him. Mbappe is getting better day by day, says creative content. Good to see you. Thank you for being on. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm seeing this too, that, he scored a hat trick against Club Brugge. And like creative content is saying, he's getting better, and you think that he's not, how can I say? You think that's his level, you think that's his ceiling, but he just keeps getting better, and I think that's the amazing thing about Mbappe is just he just keeps getting better, and that's really the crazy thing. James says Neymar. Would I sign him in January? I don't think so. After he rejected us, I wouldn't sign him because you know what, he did reject us at the end of the day. So Neymar is going to go to Barcelona, Mbappe maybe to Real Madrid. I think we'll have to see, but the future's not there. Right now we got to focus on the present. Real Madrid just won 5-0, unbelievable. But you know what? It is versus Leganes. It's versus relegation team. It's not relegation team, but you know what? They didn't cause us too many problems. Let's be honest. I mean, 2 shots on target, I believe it was, and I mean, yes, they did have a couple shots. They were pretty decent shots, but it's not the team we should try to I would say try to not surmise, but it's not the team we want to say, hey, we're gonna be good going forward. We want to test ourselves against the big team. So this was you could say an assumed. How can I say this? It was kind of we should have won this kind of thing. So let's see. Rodrigo with Vinicius. So one thing I did want to point out is maybe Jovic got his goal obviously, and when I was thinking throughout the game, I was like, man, we should have played Mariano, or we should have gotten Mariano into the squad. But Jovic got into the squad. He scored his goal. He scored an offside. He had his goal deemed offside the first time around. But what I was thinking during the game is, man, we should have gotten Mariano into the team. But now with Jovic scoring his goal, obviously that's changed a little bit. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, Modric came on for Cruz, Benzema off. Benzema, once again, fantastic game. But like Jonas was saying, he just needs to be a little bit more clinical. But, Benzema, this is the finished article. This is what you get from Benzema. Benzema's going to hit. He's going to miss a few chances here and there, and that's how he is. Hopefully, Jovic can be a player who can, definitely learn from Benzema, try to learn his kind of, I would say, how can I say this? Learn from Benzema in terms of being more creative, being more intricate with his play. So hopefully Jovic can learn from Benzema, because I think Jovic as a finisher, he can definitely be that player. Let's see here. So, like I said, Hazard could pull trigger a few times, but overall, 5-0, we'll take it, I'm just criticizing to criticize, but at the end of the day, 5-0 is very, very good performance overall. Let's see here. So, creative content says we are definitely defending way better than last year, and yeah, that's definitely true. Zidane did allude to this in his press conferences a few times, that, he talks a lot about the defensive. He talks about defensive and defending and things like that. You could see in the first game, I think versus Celta Vigo, where he talked about Gareth Bale and Vinicius Jr. defending, and he reiterated that throughout that press conference. And I think that's going to be one of the big concepts that we do see throughout the year, is the defending is going to be way better. And yeah, creative content, as you're saying, we are defending way better. James says Betis at home should be a comfortable win. Eibar should be tough. Galatasaray should be comfortable if we don't take them too easy. I'm definitely hoping so. Betis at home. Yeah, I think Betis at home is going to be comfortable. Eibar it's going to be tough. If it's away, it's definitely going to be tough. Last year we went there, we lost 3-0. But Galatasaray, hopefully it's going to be easy. But Galatasaray, I guess you could say it should be easy. Jonas says, I hope Real Madrid buys a goal scorer in winter. Our front three ain't reliable. Hopefully we do see Jovic firing. He needs to fire, especially after this first goal. Hopefully we do see him firing. I think Jovic just needs a little bit more time, a little bit more goals to see him firing. Obviously this goal will have done him so much good, but he will still need a little bit more before we can see the best of Luka Jovic. So hopefully he can score in the next game. But I thought he took this opportunity really well. This definitely was the chance to score for Luka Jovic. James says, then if we win in PSG, we should get through. Can't believe Ramos got to retake the penalty. I mean, how he did that is beyond me. I mean, James, you're right. I don't know how Ramos took that penalty again, to be honest. But hey, you know what? We won't complain. And James said he should take them, and if it's retaken, Hazard should take it. There you go. All right, see you next time, James. Thank you very much for being on. So overall, let me just do the player ratings really, really quickly. But overall, to succinctly put everything together, we had a good performance. Players overall really performed well. I can't even think of a player who did really all that bad. I think Courtois had a really good game. Obviously just 2 interventions, but he did really good. But there you have it. Let's go into the player ratings, guys. So let me know what you guys thought of the front 3. Let me know what you guys thought of Hazard, Benzema, Rodrigo. You could do all 3. You could just do one of them. Dinesh says, I want to see Fabian Ruiz in place of Cruz. I don't like Pogba inconsistent in Madrid. Yeah, I can understand. A lot of people are saying Pogba is inconsistent, and I can totally understand that. He is inconsistent. He is inconsistent. Fabian Ruiz is a player that, I did talk about, a few years ago when he was at Real Betis. I thought Fabian Ruiz is definitely a player that he's got all the potential to make it. And, it was Dani Ceballos and Fabian Ruiz. Those were 2 players that really, they would have made it at Madrid. And to be honest, Dani Ceballos, it didn't go that way. He's on loan, obviously. But, Fabian Ruiz was another player who definitely, I would have liked to see maybe at Madrid. Ruiz can improve our defense and attack as well, says Dinesh, and he's kind of players' expectation, Zidane's expectation of Pogba. Interesting. I haven't seen too much of him, but hopefully I can take a look at him when I have some time. But I've heard good things from Fabian Ruiz. That's a player I've heard good things from. Creative Content says Sensi or Wijnaldum would fit in the midfield. Wijnaldum is a good player. I definitely like Wijnaldum. I think he's comfortable at Liverpool. Sensi. I can't remember that one, but there you go. All right, let me do the player ratings, guys. Maybe I should do them if anything. And if you guys have any quibbles on my player ratings, of course, please do let me know. But maybe I should do the player ratings. Maybe that'll be a little bit better this time around. Let's see. So yeah, if you guys want to do some player ratings too, just put them in the comment section, and I'll definitely try to fit them into the ratings. Let's see. So Dinesh says Hazard 7, and I think overall Hazard had a good game. I almost want to say Hazard 8, but Hazard. I think for his level, I think it definitely is a 7. I'm gonna put Hazard. I don't even know where to put him. Let me just get the whiteboard out really quick. 1 second here, but overall, man, I'm so happy. I'm so pumped right now because 5-0 versus Real Madrid. I really thought it was just going to be 2-0, something along those lines, but we ended up winning 5-0. And, really good overall, really good performance. So we're going to go with Eden Hazard. We're going to do a 7 for Eden Hazard. Maybe an 8. I thought an 8 could have been. Jonas says Hazard 6. Wow, you guys are being stringent with Hazard. I can understand that, though. Benzema, let's go with Benzema. I don't even know what to put for Benzema. I'm probably going to put an 8 or something like that. Rodrigo had a good game, to be honest. Valverde is going to be a 7. I thought Valverde had a good game. In that context, I guess you could put Hazard a 6. Cruz, we're going to go with... Cruz had a really good game. We're going to go with... I almost want to say... I don't even know what to give him, you guys. So Benzema, 7. We're going to go with Benzema, 7. I'm surprised. Maybe we should do Benzema. I'm just going to give him an 8. I thought he had a really good game. He's my man of the match, to be honest. He's my man of the match. Rodrigo, he had a good game. We're going to give him a 7. Let's see here. Cruz, I almost want to give Cruz an 8. Casemiro, we're going to go with 7. I'm giving 7s across the board here, but let's see here. Carvajal had a good game too. I'm going to give Carvajal an 8. He did really good today. 7. My player ratings suck right now. But there you go. Okay, Marcelo, we're going to give him... I I kind of want to vary it. But Dinesh says Benzema 9.5, Benzema 8. Jonas says Casemiro 7, Worthy, Carvajal 8. There you go. So yeah, for me, Benzema I think is a 9. I think we'll go with the 9 for Benzema. It's hard to do player ratings actually this time around. I think I just haven't done them for a long time, so it's hard to get the context of all the players and stuff. But Marcelo, let's see, we're gonna give him a 7. 7. Well, let me check here. Should we give him a 7? Sergio Ramos, because man, I want to give everyone 7s. A 7, we're gonna go with Sergio Ramos. 6 for Varane. Nothing bad from. Oops, that's just great. There you go. Nothing bad from Varane. Just he wasn't. I didn't see him too much in the game. Man, I think my player ratings they're gonna be horrible today, guys. I don't think I'm gonna do some good player ratings. Courtois, I thought overall had a good game. We're gonna give him a 7. Man, this is a very insipid player ratings. But Cruz, I almost want to give an 8. Cruz, we're going to give an 8. I thought he did really good, and he got the goal, obviously, and he had no right to get on that second goal. I thought Cruz had no right to get on that second goal, but somehow he got on it. Rodrigo, I almost want to give him a little bit more. I thought Rodrigo had such a good game, and to put Rodrigo on the same one as Eden Hazard, no way. We're going to give Rodrigo an 8. There you go. 9, 8, 7, Valverde 7, Casemiro 7, Cruz 8, Marcelo 7, Sergio Ramos 7, Varane 6, Carvajal 8, Courtois 7. I mean, there you go. That's the player ratings. I don't think they're the best, to be honest. I think I could have done them a little bit better. But there you go. Marcelo 6.5. Yeah, I do see that. Varane 7, Ramos 6.5. Interesting. Carvajal 7.5. So there you go, guys. I think that's the player ratings, more or less, in around that area. Again, I kind of messed up on player ratings a few times, but for me, Benzema, man of the match. But overall, I thought collectively as a team, we played really well, and that's really what I want to see going forward. So there you go. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to end it in like a couple minutes. But just to recap, like I said, we played as a team collectively. Hazard, Benzema, really, really doing well as a combo. Courtois, he seems to be gaining that confidence. Hopefully, we do see that more from Courtois. But you know what? As soon as he gains that little bit of confidence, he does something crazy. Like he holds onto the ball for a little bit too long. He'll do the crazy weird pass. So Courtois, man, calm down a little bit. But you know what? Overall, Courtois had a good game today. Hazard understanding a lot better with the teammates, but he just needs to shoot. Just shoot, Eden Hazard. Just shoot, man. Valverde had another good game. Rodrigo is just having fantastic. He had a fantastic game today. The runs, keeps defenders busy, intelligence off the ball. The interchangeability with the front three I thought was great today. Like I said, Courtois is just a little bit risky sometimes. Jovic I thought was fantastic today. Offside goal, obviously, but then Jovic came. Jovic got his goal. And it was a very nice goal, to be honest. And Carvajal had a great game. Put the cross, put it on a play for Jovic, and Jovic just headed it in. And there you go. There you have it. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Holy shit, says subs. Let's see here. Holy shit, I haven't seen you in a while, man. The subs, Modric, if anything. It's hard for me to give the ratings to subs, but if anything, I could give Modric something like a 6. Let's see here. Who else came on? Isco, I'm going to give him a 5, maybe, if anything. I thought Isco had a few good plays. I think he had a really, really good play to Eden Hazard at some point. And then, who's the last sub again? I can't even remember. I can't remember. Man, I can't even remember. How can I not remember? I have a bad memory, guys. Sorry. Dinesh says Ramos aging. He made a mistake, but lucky we aren't conceding. Yeah, I know. Ramos is definitely aging. He's not going to be the Ramos from a few years ago, but it is what it is. Jovic. Man, why didn't I think of that? Jovic is going to be a 7, 8, something like that. Jovic, you're really making things happen, and hopefully we do see that more from Jovic. I'm going to say 7. Milkor says Real Madrid have a better bench than Trash Alone. Definitely. Was that Real Madrid today? Most says Mosen. It's just insane. Molson says John says Isco was all right today. Isco was all right. I really saw something different from Isco today. He wasn't the Isco from usual. He's Isco with a little bit more tenacity, a little bit more energy. Milkor says they can play like this, and Dinesh says Jovic 7. So there you have it, guys. Yeah, Jovic 7. There you go. So there you have it, guys. I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I think I'll come out tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Friday, with the match preview for the upcoming Real Madrid game. I think it's versus Real Betis that we're taking on, as James was saying. So There you have it, guys. Either it's going to be today or tomorrow. Not too sure yet, but I will schedule it definitely ahead of time. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Really do appreciate all your input, all the comments, and that's it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you.